today is Valentine's Day, and I just spent the last 30 minutes lying on the floor. And I said, let me see if making a video venting would be better. I'm trying to figure out how people do this. Like, it's really a learning experience making these videos and talking to the camera. Don't mind that there's like blanket and stuff on the floor. So still new to this, on the floor right now. Good lighting right here. It's a good, I guess it's a good background. I don't know. Still figuring everything out, I guess. Not about to invest a whole bunch of coins into this as of right now. I'm not doing I could do like a backdrop and light and all that, but I don't know about that. So yeah. I hope everybody had a good day today. So I know in the last video I addressed weight loss. I want to address in this video, or in this segment that I'm doing right now, how it affects friendships and losing interest in certain things. So friendships. So once I realized the issue that I was going through, and it was starting to, like, my friends started noticing that I wasn't the same. Friends started to notice that I wasn't the same Andrea. And so they were always asking me, like, they'll text me like, how you doing today? Or, you know, what triggered this? Like, and sometimes it can be a bit much, like, especially when you're doing it every day. I know this might be, some people might look at it and say, well, what does that mean? They're checking. I really didn't like the constant texting. So I told them, like, hey, I guess it was because I still felt the same every day. So it was no mood change. Like, you're asking me how I'm doing, but I still feel the same. Like, I still feel numb. I'm still going through life, you know, but I still feel numb in a sense. Like, nothing has changed. So I don't want to constantly talk about nothing, if that makes sense. Experiencing depression may lose interest in certain things. So I'm going to discuss with you things I've lost interest in. I don't like to go out as much as I used to. I just rather just come home instead of doing anything. I used to like spending time with friends. Don't like to do that. Like, I don't want to hurt anybody with my hurt. So I'd rather just stay to myself with my hurt, if that makes sense. So I remember, I won't even say I remember. I want to say this week or last week, a group of my friends from my old job, they've met up like twice, and they have this group, and I'm in the group, and they text each other and say, oh, we're doing this, blah, blah. And I have not yet responded to that group at all. I know at least this year I have not responded, and I'm just like, why don't I want to hang out? Like, why I don't want to do anything? And it's not like I have kids or anything that can, like, keep me from hanging out or doing things like escape room or Dave and Buster's. I don't want to have a pity party anywhere, and I just don't want to be sad or not truly enjoy the moment. So it's like, I don't want to do nothing. Like, nothing. It's just, it's that simple. I remember, I want to say earlier this month, I was supposed to meet with a friend for lunch, and I told her, I want to say the day before, I was like, girl, yeah, can we reschedule that lunch? I'm not feeling it. Like, that's what I told her. I was completely honest. I was just like, I don't think it'll be best if we meet up, because I didn't want to get there and meet up with her for lunch. You know, so, you know how girlfriends catch up and stuff, and I get there and I start crying, or I get there and I just start feeling sad. Like, I didn't want that to be our lunch date. So I told her, let's reschedule, and we rescheduled like a week out, because again, I just didn't want to hurt her with my hurt. So I just was like, yeah, let's just reschedule. So overall, my lack of interest have changed drastically, and I just don't have the energy like I used to put in. Hi, this is me in my car. I'm just now leaving therapy. This is like the only angle I can get that without the sun um, blocking my view. But I just wanted to talk about the feelings I feel right after therapy for a moment. I said, I asked her, was it weird for somebody to ask for an assessment of themselves? And she said, no. She said, I don't think a lot of people do that, like, after so many sessions. Because right now I feel the drive to actually put in the work, because I do not want to feel this way all the time. Like, I'm ready to put in the work. Another thing I told her was, like, I do try to start routines for myself, but then I feel like I start a routine, something triggers me, and then I'm back to my old ways, or and one thing she mentioned was I do have to be gentle with myself during this process. And I can't, like, if I went 3 days doing the same thing, and then I fell off a day, don't feel bad that, at least be, she was happy in the fact that, I said, I went 3 days without crying, because, one of the things for me is the crying spells. And, I should be proud that I went 3 days without crying, instead of being upset that I stopped and now I'm back, crying or whatever. But, that's one of the things she said. Also, she also said, which has me in my car thinking before I even started this video, she mentioned, I really want this sun to, she mentioned, how I've been seeking a lot of validation throughout my life. Like, throughout my life, I have, my accomplishments have been what validated me. Like, if you get A in a class or something, you feel happy about it. But she was like, but what do you really want? Or, like, who, what defines you? She really, sorry, I don't have like a tripod thing. I'm talking, she really went deep, and it was just, yeah. So the next couple of days I'm gonna put in the work, and I'm gonna do journal entry to the effect of what defines me, I also took notes during therapy this time. Like, I actually wrote stuff down as she was talking, because I said, I feel like I come here and I remember some of the things you say, but I don't remember everything, that you say. Validation, and who am I without all those things? Like, without this or that. Because if I keep constantly seek validation from things, I'm going to be on a never-ending quest. So I need to figure out, internalize, like, me. Who are you without all of those things? Like, it made sense. And that's the work I want to put in. And she gave me some. I even told her, I said, I'm ready for the harshness too. I'm ready for you to tell me, she gave me some realness today, and I just was like, wow. So just wanted to do a video of after the therapy appointment, and yeah, that was a brief overview.